So can we actually please talk about this Stanley Cup craze? Even if I'm probably 1 year late to the party, there is something I would like to show you just to help you get a reality check on what's necessary and what's not. Over here in Germany, we are calling this entire concept of this kind of cup a Thermobecher, which basically means it's a cup that's so well insulated that it keeps the beverage inside either hot or cold for an extended amount of time. And so I'm on Amazon now and I just typed in Thermobecher, and now let's check some of the results. Of course, in the beginning you will see a couple of things that do not match the shape of the Stanley. If you are actually looking for something that looks exactly like this, or if you're looking for the Stanley Cup itself, you definitely will recognize it standing out by the shape. So let's keep scrolling. I'm not saying that any of these products are bad, essentially. What I'm saying is that it depends on what you're searching for. All of these things serve the same purpose, and you even have the chance to check back with yourself if that chunky thing is something you would actually want, or you're possibly going for something a little more slim, a little more slender, or something in a different color, whatnot. So let's get started here. So you have this, and if I keep scrolling, you will still get this typical cup shape, and then you will get some of the more slender pieces. And if you just go down and down and down well enough, here you go. Here you've got the first result that pretty much looks like a Stanley and matches the shape. It's 15.59. Keep going, going. Here we go. Here's the next one. That's actually pretty much Stanley aesthetic. It's a different brand. It has pretty much okay reviews, and look at that price. It's $7.99 for a cup. That is okay, I think. And then you go, keep going. Here we go. Here's the original. Can we please talk about that price? Do we need to actually talk about that price? Yes, it's original Stanley, and it's 55 bucks over here at this point in time. Can we go back to the other one, please? Here. $7.99. Does exactly the same thing. Serves exactly the same purpose. It's just the same thing. Here. Same design, different colors. Straws included. $9.99. Okay. So what are we actually doing here? Here's one of the products. I'm a color person. If I wanted to get that kind of chunky thing, I would definitely search for a product that has exactly the color that I want, which is either going to be, at this point in my life, to be a very dark teal or a very light sage, or my all-time favorite, purple. That is something I could actually fall for. I could. I'm not doing it right now, but you see, colors galore. Here's the Stanley. Right now, I don't think that's a lot of choice, even if you have 2 pages to scroll. Nah. Here's another one. Here's the one for $7.99. Look. This is probably, no. This is probably the color I would fall for. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it doing what I'm asking it to do? But you know what I mean. One of those, right? And here, look at that color. This would be my dream color if I was opting to get one. Either the purple one or this one. Because that's a gradient color. It has teal. It has everything I want to see in a cup like that. So what are we actually doing here? If there are so many chunky thermostatic cups existing for prices that are actually affordable, even if you want to have several of them, which I probably don't quite understand yet, but if there is something in this vein you would want to do, why, for the love of Christ, would you pay 55 bucks if you can have the same, probably even a better product for anything between $8 and $17 or euros in that case, which is not far off. Please, I absolutely understand that some people want to be loyal to a brand, but if that brand has come into that kind of notoriety just for being hyped by influencers, when is the point? When have we reached the point when we actually start thinking again? Please let me know.